A.J. Green splashed a three as Milwaukee surged ahead early, then Giannis Antetokounmpo threw down a dunk, the Bucks building their biggest lead at 9. Washington stormed back in the fourth. Bub Carrington caught fire from deep, burying threes as the Wizards seized control, building an 8-point cushion. C.J. McCollum then sliced through the lane, cutting the deficit to just 1. McCollum's dagger pull-up sealed it. Wizards win 114-113. Milwaukee struck first. Giannis Antetokounmpo converted a finger roll layup to open the scoring, but Tre Johnson answered with a confident three-pointer. Kevin Porter Jr. knocked down a step-back jumper. Then Giannis attacked the rim again with a reverse layup, the Bucks building an early 5-point cushion. C.J. McCollum answered with a 13-foot step-back jumper for Washington, but A.J. Green splashed a triple from 23 feet to stretch the lead. Then Giannis threw down a vicious dunk as Milwaukee built their biggest advantage at 9. Washington refused to fold. McCollum drove for a cutting layup, then Bilal Coulibaly attacked the rim with a driving finish to trim the deficit to 6. Ryan Rollins splashed a three-pointer from 27 feet to push the Bucks back ahead by 9, but Alex Sarr answered with a floating bank shot in the lane. Then Tre Johnson drilled a fast break 3 to cut the deficit to 4. Myles Turner caught fire from Milwaukee, burying a 3 from 26 feet to push the lead, but Marvin Bagley answered with a finger roll for Washington. Turner then struck again from distance to stretch the Bucks' cushion to 8. The Wizards kept chipping away. A.J. Johnson converted a 9-foot floating jumper to trim the deficit. Then Justin Champagnie delivered back-to-back buckets with a fast break layup followed by a turnaround hook, pulling Washington within 4, with a step-back jumper to push Milwaukee's lead to 3. Gary Harris converted a driving finger roll in the closing seconds, but Will Riley answered with a 3 at the buzzer, 32-30 Bucks after 1. Kevin Porter Jr. opened the second quarter with a 15-foot fadeaway to extend the Bucks' lead, but A.J. Johnson answered with a fast break three-pointer from deep. Porter drove for a layup to push the advantage back to 4, then Johnson buried another 3 from 27 feet as the Wizards refused to go away. Porter connected on a step-back jumper to restore the cushion, then Gary Harris buried a three-pointer from 23 feet to extend Milwaukee's lead. Washington clawed back. Champagnie finished a driving layup, then Bilal Coulibaly drilled a 3 from 23 feet to pull the Wizards within 1. Tre Johnson caught fire, burying a 3 from 26 feet to extend the Wizards' lead, but Giannis Antetokounmpo responded with a fast break layup. Porter drove for a layup to keep Milwaukee within striking distance, but Alex Sarr powered home a putback to extend Washington's cushion. Giannis Antetokounmpo threw down a thunderous dunk to answer, refusing to let the Wizards pull away. Sarr continued his dominance with a fadeaway jumper from 13 feet to extend Washington's lead, but Giannis answered with a finger roll layup. Sarr then elevated for an alley-oop dunk to push the Wizards' advantage back to 5. Tre Johnson buried another 3 from 27 feet to balloon Washington's lead, then added a floating runner in the lane to push the advantage to 8. Porter knocked down a step-back jumper from 14 feet to stop the bleeding, then Ryan Rollins converted a fast break layup to trim the deficit to 4. A.J. Green drilled a step-back 3 from deep to pull Milwaukee within 1, but Sarr answered with a fadeaway jumper to push Washington's lead back to 3. Porter tied it with a three-pointer from 27 feet, but C.J. McCollum answered with a deep 3 of his own, 65-62 Wizards at the half. Myles Turner opened the second half with a 3 from 26 feet to tie it, then Giannis converted a driving layup to give Milwaukee the lead. C.J. McCollum answered with a 3 from 27 feet to flip it back, and Alex Sarr buried a three-pointer from 28 feet to push Washington's cushion to 5. McCollum kept firing, burying a fast break step-back 3 from 25 feet to push Washington's lead to 7, but Giannis Antetokounmpo responded with a driving layup and then threw down a vicious dunk to trim the deficit to 3. Porter converted a driving floater from 7 feet to trim the deficit to 1, then Giannis threw down a cutting dunk to reclaim the lead for Milwaukee. Sarr tipped home a putback to flip it back to Washington, but Turner drilled a three-pointer from 28 feet to reclaim the lead, only for Justin Champagnie to respond with a 3 from 26 feet, giving the Wizards an edge. Ryan Rollins knocked down a three from 24 feet to retake the lead. Bobby Portis converted a putback layup to flip it back to Milwaukee. Then Kyle Kuzma hammered home a cutting dunk to extend the Bucks' cushion to 2. Champagnie finished a fast break layup to tie it, but Kuzma drove for the go-ahead layup late, 88-86 Bucks heading into the fourth. Bagley opened the fourth with an alley-oop dunk to tie the game. Bobby Portis answered with a three-pointer from 27 feet to put Milwaukee back ahead. Bobby Portis responded with a three-pointer from 24 feet to cut the deficit, but Marvin Bagley converted a layup and the and-one free throw to stretch the Wizards' advantage back to 8. Ryan Rollins hit a three from 26 feet to keep Milwaukee in it. Milwaukee started clawing back. A.J. Green buried a three from 27 feet. Then Giannis Antetokounmpo drove for a layup to trim the deficit to 5. Giannis followed with a tip dunk to trim it to 3, but Bagley answered with a cutting dunk to restore Washington's 5-point cushion. Portis buried his third three-pointer from 23 feet to pull Milwaukee back within 2. Rollins drilled a clutch three from deep with 2 minutes left to tie the game. C.J. McCollum converted a cutting layup to put Washington ahead, then sealed it with a 17-foot pull-up jumper, 114-113 Wizards.
Carrington went off for 5 triples in the fourth, and McCollum hit the dagger with 1.2 seconds left, 114-113 Wizards. Like and subscribe for more NBA action. Drop a comment below. Did you see this one coming?